Nu klikker jeg på startknappen. Men alligevel, så er det godt at få det af hjerte.
Ja. Det er godt og vigtigt at snakke om.
Pikmin. Altså, så længe det er en samtale om, hvordan vi har det med det, sådan følelsesmæssigt, og ikke en samtale om, hvor dumt det alt sammen er, sådan mestendels, fordi det er let nok at sidde og være sure sammen, men det føles også lidt som det, der er med vilje, ikke?
Ja.
Sådan, altså, hvad fanden?
Ja.
Der er et dybt indre instinkt. Det samme instinkt, der fik mig til ikke at se Stranger Things i mange, mange år. Fordi folk blev ved med at sige, at jeg skulle se Stranger Things.
Ja, eller Game of Thrones.
Ja, nemlig.
Ja, altså Game of Thrones var så fucking fedt. Og jeg var så anti, fordi jeg tænkte, fantasi, der er så stort og populært, det er nok noget watered down piss.
Ja, det kan da umuligt være godt.
Men så kommer jeg jo også til at tænke på, at det er Ringenes Herre også, og det er min stort og populært i en helt anden grad. Og det er ikke noget watered down piss. Det er en af mine yndlingsting i verden. Og det er Star Wars også. Og det er en af mine yndlingsting i verden, og det er ikke noget watered down piss.
Ja, der er mange sådan store ting, som er store af en grund, som er sådan føles som om folk stadigvæk gider lidt. Altså at nogle af de specifikt Star Wars, det føles ikke rigtigt som om der er nogen. It doesn't really feel like there's anyone at the helm there anymore, you know.
Yeah, Star Wars has become watered down toy selling bullshit. They don't even sell toys anymore.
They don't?
Have you seen the stupid lightsabers they have at the store now? They're like a shadow of what they used to be.
Yeah, they used to like... Oh, hi, Mr. Seb. Actually, this is your mom's sex tape, so... Fucking got him. Anyway, the new lightsabers, over in the... over next to the condoms, like, they barely extend. They don't even light up, they just sit there and buzz.
I was at Fred Meyer a couple months ago, and I thought, you know what? I have a job, I have my own damn money. I'm buying a lightsaber. And it just was some silly, stupid little BS.
Maybe, like, do you think they got sued or some shit? Like...
For what?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I think they're just cutting corners. I think Disney want to produce merch as cheap and bullshit like as they can. And then the cool ones, you know, the movie replica ones they do sell are outrageously expensive and not as high quality as something you can buy for cheaper from someone who makes them as an art, you know?
I remember when we first got lightsabers when we were very young, and we didn't even really know what Star Wars was. We'd never seen it at that point in our lives.
We just knew it was dope.
Yeah. I'd heard a loose rumor in elementary school that Darth Vader actually eats girls. And that was why he was bad. That was the extent of my Star Wars knowledge at the time. Jesus, where are all these guys what? Why are there so many dudes all of a sudden?
Hello, Ghost. I did not watch the Star Wars Hotel review.
It's pretty great. Someone stayed there and then spent like a year making a 4-hour-long in-detail review of the experience.
I'm gonna force Tabby to watch that.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it too, especially because like I was there when it was in the middle of being built, and you know they were hyping it up, right? And then it turns out that you basically just stay like in a Star Wars themed storage facility that you're not allowed to leave for 2 days.
Oh.
And then halfway through the 2 days, you quote-unquote land on Batuu, and you walk into, like, the Star Wars area and stuff. And then you go back on board, and there's, like, shit on screens like you're in space, and there's little space noises, and it's $3,000 for 2 nights.
Huh.
Yeah. It was understandably not very well received.
So, Disney taking Star Wars and making cheap bullshit and overcharging for it.
Yeah, actually.
Where have we heard that before?
Never,
20
actually.
seconds ago.
I mean, that's what they do with fairy tales, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Keep them on.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him.
Ah, shit, we gotta go all the way down there.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Why is he not blinking one eye at a time? Dummy.
Well, you ever just get to a headspace where you just stare at your phone for 9 hours straight?
That happens to me less these days, thank goodness.
Yeah. You know, since I've been unemployed, it's been happening a lot.
What? Why?
Well, lack of money, lack of things to do. But, you know, your eyes just start to hurt even if you do a normal amount of blinking.
Oh, that's fair. Alright, gotta hit up Langston. We gotta deal with this fridge real quick. I always feel bad leaving the guy there.
I told Salvador it was dangerous, but no. Why
This
listen
fucking
to
guy.
Langston?
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door.
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Shut the fuck up, you small dude.
I'll see you later,
Small
Langston.
dude with a
I'll be
really
here,
strange
like
bad
always.
comb over. No judgment on hair loss, but like, you could also just like shave it bald, you know?
Just, yeah, accept it.
Yeah.
Grace. Or, you know, there's so many options.
Yeah, like a toupee. Obviously, you have like a high-level government job. Like,
Or like even hair growth things, you know? There's minoxidil, what's the other one? Finasteride. There's options.
what is a finasteride?
Hello? Jesse?
It's a, like, balding prevention drug.
I'm back.
Oh,
I'm coming in.
balding prevention.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Fuzz juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip? Philip? If I look away, it hurts me.
Ah, shit, and I just lost most of my health by doing that. That's great. Let's go. No health regen, right? Yeah, okay.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Oh, is that easy? No, it's not. It's super not. Okay. Oh god. Also, this thing is horrifying?
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No dark balls for you, mister. Oh shit! God damn it!
Shit. Fuck.
Fucking ground. And lack thereof. Alright, we were on some good shit with that run though. I think we'll be good.
It doesn't seem overly difficult.
Nah, the thing that happens to me a lot when I fight this boy is that I fall into the hole.
Ah.
Hello? Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Hold on, we'll read this real quick before the fridge starts punishing us for looking away. Incident in question occurred on Redacted and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to departments supported by security footage, according to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intent of consuming his private meal. A homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had redacted his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session.
Philip? If I look away, it hurts me.
Alright, let's go. Come on out here, you big bitch. But
This sounds like the board.
there are guardrails.
Can't understand.
Did I fall into like a hole in the floor?
Fuck.
Come on out. Hey! Oh, it's so big. Does it poke holes in the... Oh, it pokes holes in the floor. That's what's happening. Where you at, boy? Fucking dicks!
Right.
Oh god! Okay. Christ, I'm
It's getting a little more difficult than it
Ugh.
looked earlier.
Yeah. I think what I may have to do is switch out my weapon for for the revolver instead of the shotgun.
So you can shoot the orbs out of the sky.
Yeah, without consuming a ton of ammo, and just unload a bunch of bullets right into his eye. That seems to be the way forward here. There we go. The others void isn't OSHA compliant. That's correct. Lord, I wish it was.
Hello?
Damn, I've been not looking at the chat at all. You guys are being so nice and not pointing it out.
Philip?
If I look away, it hurts me. This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Mothers against unskippable pre-boss cutscenes. All right. Whoa!
Oops.
The hole! Yeah, fridge duty is a bitch, but at the same time, when we're done with it, we'll be done with it. I'm making good progress. It just the poking a hole in the floor bit. That's really because the guardrails are there so that you can just run around and aim freely, right? Like around the edge of the space?
Yeah, they're being, I think, a little nasty there.
Oh, definitely. A little nasty.
Hello? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
All right, Mr. Fridge Guy. This is the one. The standard gun is definitely the way to go on this one, though.
Yeah.
If I look away, it hurts me.
Come on out.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Alright, so just gotta... Be careful about moving to a different part of the arena and not walking in the same direction. Shit! Come on, where are you at? Should heal. Oh, what is this bullshit? Oh, sweet lord. We get him? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
There's no Black Pyramid here. fridge seems fixed.
Whoosh.
Fighting that thing off change something?
Oh, but Philip's just permanently eaten.
Yeah, he got fucking deleted.
I was hoping he'd be okay.
Yeah, poor Phil. Died with his eyes burning like a stoner at a music festival. Wow. Thanks, boss. An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The doors decorated with crayon illustrations by Redacted. The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The item first came into the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in apartment Redacted, rented by a man named Redacted. It became the subject of local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. Redacted, who was out of the building at the time of the collapse, Redacted PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. New altered effect has been observed. See file that one for details. We don't have the file that one, but it eats people now. That's the new thing that it does. Okay.
I was really hoping Philip would be okay. I'm still disappointed by that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This game was written by Finnish people, and therefore, when it can avoid it, it is not very optimistic. Okay, what was I? Central Executive.
We still need to talk to Langston.
Do we?
Oh, the thing said to talk to him.
Oh, about the fact that he died?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we'll just wait for this thing to load, and then we'll do it again.
Woo!
Actually, will you help me remember to go and talk to Langston here in a second? I believe I need to talk to Arish as well.
Yeah.
I found this token.
Oh,
Any
it's
idea
about
what
the
it
token
does?
thing. We don't really care about that. Although we should check it out at
That
least once.
is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation. That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. No one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Remember, you got this.
Langston and jukebox.
Well, Langston and then main story, I think.
All right.
We can hit the
Fair
jukebox
enough.
next time we're here. Who in their right minds made a little menu for the map that doesn't loop around the upwards way so I can get to the bottom quick?
That's stupid.
I don't know. Those darn Finns. Always up to no good.
I'm done with Remedy games now.
Yep.
Fuck them.
They can lick my hairy bum.
Yeah.
Numerous cell breaches are never done. He's here. How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Rest in power, soldier.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
And who's flying the
You don't
plane?
just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place.
Said it the same way I'd say probably ghosts.
But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
This douchebag.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Hi. Where am I going, oh menu? Okay. We're going to the Prime Candidate program. I feel like I passed an entrance to that some time back. Dang, I just need to use one more to get another personal mod slot. Let me get this one. Excellent. Then we give ourselves some more juice.
Ooh,
Energy
juice.
regen. Dash efficiency. Yeah, let's keep bumping up that energy regen. Then. I should talk to the guards in the room with Langston. They have some stuff to say.
So many cell breaches.
Gentlemen.
I guess life's a breach, huh? I'm funny.
I fear you may have been pranked.
I may have been, yeah. Thermos procedures. Piss. A blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Dear Diner, located in Bright Falls, Washington. The cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula 116, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered, other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time. It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality before being poured into the item. The thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake, outside the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites of a recurring AWE. See Bright Falls AWE case for file for further information. According to witness testaments, Alan Wake, see primary candidate program entry for further information, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, had been seen redacted, collecting similar thermoses for a redacted purpose.
So, can you confirm any of the facts about the thermos?
What do you mean? Oh, I haven't
does it
actually
keep
put any
things warm?
coffee in mine yet, but it does match the physical description.
Fair enough.
I should put some stuff in there at some point.
Hey, listen to this. Containment failure in Panopticon cell 69.
This fucking guy.
I do not see what is humorous about an escaped paranatural entity originating from cell 69, sir.
But you just said it. Come on, you guys. It's funny.
What is happening in here?
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Maintenance staff will repair any damaged systems once normal operations have resumed, sir.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
They just stand there sounding like robots. Oh, I gotta get it. Oh, actually, just going back out to security seems like the easiest route here. Well, it's a good thing we went back anyway. Otherwise, we would have missed that little piss jug thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hidden location discovered.
Yeah, baby. I got an experience point for it and everything.
Bunch of loot.
Ooh. And an aimed fire boost for Pierce, which I already have 2 of. Means I should get a 3rd. Also, I should put Shatter back on.
So you need to discard some mods.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna eat the ones at the bottom here that are rank 1 and I will never use anyway.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ooh, rank 3 aimed fire boost.
I know. And I'm gonna add a rank 3 headshot damage to it, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
And now we're cooking with charcoal. Pierce Zoom boost, level 4.
Oh.
I don't think I'll need the improved zoom just yet. I'll take the aimed fire boost over it. Really fuck some fools up. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm going about this in a very dumb way. Where's the fucking guy? Did I kill it? I must have killed it. Hey. No!
Yes.
Alright. I guess what I'll do this time is not do it like that.
Do it all smart like?
Yeah, like, actually, like, flank them and shit instead of just charging into the middle of the group and punching people.
That sounds like a dumb idea.
I know, I feel pretty fucked up for even suggesting it, but here we are.
Flanking's for nerds.
Yep, and stakes.
Yes. You know who doesn't win fights?
Who?
Nerds and stakes.
Exactly. I've never seen a stake win a fight single-handedly. Most of them don't even have hands.
Exactly.
How are you supposed to make someone catch hands? Or how are you supposed to throw hands if you don't even have hands?
Yeah, and if they do have hands, something's fucking wrong with your butcher.
What's the bedtime story tonight? It might be the thing that I suspiciously posted in the bad fanfiction channel earlier today. Oh, come on. Okay, boys. These fucking guys. More? Oh god. Where's Mr. Rocket Launcher Man? It wasn't him. There he is. Now we're done? No? Could have sworn that was the last. I mean, nobody's shooting at. Oh, there we go. Hello, friend. They never stood a chance.
It was very intense. While you were dealing with all that, I was having a standoff with the kitten.
Yeah?
He decided to come into the office and try to bite my toes and yell at me.
That's fun. I mean, that's my job generally, but... Dr. Darling.
Hello, Alan.
1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Neat.
They can't edit video and stuff on modern technology because it's all significantly more difficult to protect against the effects of everything they have here. That's why all the computers are ancient too. And all the typewriters.
Yeah. Because digital files can be altered, but
yeah, they need to have full control of stuff mechanically. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spinning freely on all axes. All axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous redacted and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city on it named Tanrelio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in redacted handlers.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's some heavy shit. Do as you're told. Don't eat mold. Fucking guy. Free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. Redacted. She was soon admitted to a mental ward for emotional instability. Soon after relocating to Illinois with her family in 1914. The item only appears on the record again in 2006, when the Bureau investigated a sudden rise in disappearances in Redacted, Illinois. Agents found the item hanging in a local library. They contained it quickly, though the missing people of the town were never recovered. We certified that the case of Miss Redacted has shown to be a lunatic under the reasons of hysteria, has shown her to be a lunatic in the reasons of hysteria, bad company, and imaginary female trouble. Her fixation with the family looking glass is noteworthy, though not an uncommon matter when considering the female disposition. Mrs. Carver is a fit subject for the lunatic asylum and will remain in its confines until her affliction has passed. That 1915 medicine, huh? To answer your question more directly, Mr. Seb, it is the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, the Christian rewrite of Harry Potter.
To find new prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
All right. We should probably listen to that in its entirety, huh?
Yeah.
After North Moore stepped down, I doubled every effort to find new prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again. The Bureau needs a director. Always. When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away. I will not fail the boy like I failed my own family. My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
Oh, but who's P7?
One wonders. Oh, I can't even go this way. Who do you think is P7?
I think it's either you or Alan Wake.
They did mention him in connection with the primary candidate program.
They did.
That would be kind of interesting if that was the case.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a ball of bullshit here somewhere. There it is. There we go. Feel like there's some more of you motherfuckers over here somewhere.
Well, the shit music's still going, so.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! Please die! I am begging you. Ugh. Those guys, man.
Fucking annoying.
Truly, though. You know what I would really like as an upgrade to this gun? Being able to shoot more bullets before recharging.
Yes.
Ooh, floor's doing weird things in here.
Yeah, is there a control point?
It feels like there should be, right? I don't think there is. And the hiss wall over there disappeared as well. Think this hallway's just like this?
Fair enough.
Gravity's not doing it. Ooh, but free shit. And a document. Bright Falls supplement.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of redacted memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Hartman, referred to the Creator's Dilemma and the file regarding the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was a result of a forceful perception of subjective reality, stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press. That's a real thing that exists, by the way. I should go out and buy that at some point.
Huh.
Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor para-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. So, that's a lot of lore. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
A forceful perception of subjective reality. Whatever the fuck that means.
We can go through the hallway formerly known as Piss Wall.
Indeed. We can start here with P6's room. Or maybe, who's down here? Closed cases. Let's start there. Why not? Whole lore buffet ahead of us here.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
Uncle Mr. Bones.
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, Everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
What the fuck?
Some brains can lift objects, like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know
It's so uncomfy.
And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
I like the weird angle on the TV too.
Yeah, just every part of that is artistic. I fucking... You can tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong. Like, that lives in my head rent-free. Oh, hey! More about Bright Falls around here. That's weird. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE, in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010 by ex-Bureau agent Frank Breaker that an AWE... You remember Frank Breaker? No, you remember Sheriff Breaker, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls, Washington. Refer to events investigated in 1970, 1976, and 1978. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. A Bureau field team arrived on the site 2 days earlier, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 redacted Thomas Zane, 1976-1978 Odin Anderson and Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to redacted in the instigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old night switch, possibly object of power, that redacted missing. Wake was not found on the scene. Reports claim he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search.
Huh.
It's interesting that Odin and Tor seem to have been at the epicenter of both the 1976 and 78 instances.
Yes.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us. Wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
There's so much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden, prime candidate 6, and the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but the boy, so much potential. We're talking Northmore level readings here, and I don't want to invoke his name, but it's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes. force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame. He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys. He's exceptional and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this. We will make this work. We'll make this work.
And then everything went great.
Yes.
And then everything was normal from there on in. Agent killed during Redacted, involving Redacted, codename P6. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries of the head and neck, extensive trauma of the abdominal region, lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso, fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae, avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right, blunt force injuries of the extremities, abrasions, lacerations, and contusions of the extremities, dislocation of left and right elbow, dislocation of left and right knee. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the Redacted was contorted through his Redacted. Dylan's like spooky.
Yeah.
Transcript of conversation for review by Dr. Darling. Subject was alone during this outburst. You again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You always show me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore. And I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. Subject repeated the phrase fuck off numerous times before being sedated at 5:53. Haha, but there is one more door.
P7.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
So no, not Alan.
No, it's you.
Yeah. Hey. New outfit, though.
Hell yeah.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Jesse Faden movement tracking. Eastward movement, cause for concern.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan, and other kids as well. We loved it. This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No, that's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
This light projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Them having a recording of her therapy session is creepy.
Well, it's a bureau therapist sent there to gaslight her.
Yep.
It's cool and fun and not something the actual U.S. government would do.
No. Why would they?
That's absurd.
That has never happened. The U.S. government has never tried to use... Ooh, ordinary AWE. Yeah, baby.
I studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
It will happen again in a town called Ordinary. Didn't they use LSD to try to, like, make sleeper agents for a bit?
Yeah, that's where the Unabomber came from.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Crazy. Pretty sure, yeah. Or I just spent too much time on the internet.
Yeah, one of the two. Maybe you were in an LSD experiment.
Would explain a lot.
I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. They've been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. So don't go whining to me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Hello? Gist. Buttons? No? Feels like there should be buttons here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but there is stuff in closets. Almost as good.
There's lore.
Shipping manifest. Willow AWE. A hollow sphere. Vitrified soil. Redacted pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcass, possibly canine. Rusted metal bucket. Leather wallet. Aged shotgun cartridge. All materials to go to investigation sector for further analysis.
The dead dog.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget I can do the shield thing. I feel like that could have been helpful a couple of times along the way by now.
Yeah, but also shields for cowards.
Right? Like, why use shield to hold rock when I can hold rock and then throw at heads?
Like that.
Yep.
Dylan and I...
That was... what a bitchy thing to do. Like, as a game developer.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of developer snark, you know? Gentlemen. Get fucked. I remember something about this place. Hold on. There's a control point here anywhere, isn't there? Yep. Shit taken.
We're going back home. Of course we are. It started there. And it's never gone away.
But first, found this hidden room a while back.
And it comes with lore.
Yes. Specifically, typewritten page supplement. The page was discovered in an instance of the Ocean View Motel and Casino that was linked to the investigation sector. The page had been pushed into the model's corridor from under the door with the symbol of a spiral. Redacted. Text transcribed from the item. For 10 years I've tried to write my escape, only sinking deeper. I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they are all the same. It's a hideous trap, my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you mad. The identifiable words in the scratched out portion: Falls, Bright Falls, Haunting, Wake, Alan Wake, Light Switch, Ocean, Too Late, and the final sentence, You've been warned.
Scratched out.
Scratched out, you say?
Could that be a reference to maybe being out?
Maybe being what?
Mr. Scratch's name.
Oh. You know, maybe.
They never say Scratch. They always say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and not go in here.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's like you revive halfway through the dinner shift.
Mold.
Shit's already on fire. Someone's like, grab a mop, the child's vomited on aisle 6. Oh, couple more lore dumps in there. Or is it really a lore dump? Or just a tiny little cock tease?
Things can be two things.
That's fair. Dodgy bastards. Could have sworn there was another guy. Oh, there he is. The little fucking, like, little scoot they do up when I try to throw shit at them.
So
That's
fucking annoying.
Rude, and it makes me feel bad about myself.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Why would you need to rotate something? Why?
Because we need that door to open.
Oh.
I just want to make sure I got all of the things and bridge operations. Those things down there suck significantly less to deal with now that I can fly. Watch it just kill me outright right now. Okay, we're good. I thought my hubris was going to be severely punished for a second there.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Potentially. I would imagine this place is full of them. In fact, I think all of their panels are control panels. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Go. What's this Sterling AWE? Yeah, maybe I should have. Oh, this door closes when I rotate it, huh? Damn. Maybe I should have gone to the other ones. Oh well. We'll get him on our way back through. Or something. Maybe, possibly.
Probably.
Hopefully. You know, what I dislike about this game, I think, is that there's no, like when you find a chest with stuff in it, it's very rarely anything that's, like, good.
Yeah.
It's just like a... Oh, shit. Oh, no! This bitch. Come on out, you dick. That's right. Who you gonna call and all that. It's just a painting of a window.
Not even a good window.
No, but it does match the wall, I suppose.
Yeah. It could also just be a frame around a fake window. Or like a... No, that's definitely a painting.
Yeah. And I like that we can tell the difference. I mean, shout out to the graphics.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm supposed to be able to get through there somehow. Do you think I can break this wall? Yeah, baby!
Hell yeah.
That's pretty excellent. I'm kind of, you know, as much as I like Pierce, let's give Spin a go now that we have this crazy rate of fire boost.
Jesus.
That might make the gun suck. I don't know. Maybe I need to get like a... Do I have a grouping thing? Projectile spread, level 2. Oh, but that's shatter. Oh, but this one's not upgraded. I can't have 2 mods on it.
Damn.
Yet. We'll figure out the upgrades down the line. Where the fuck am I? I'll just keep putting things in holes and hoping I'm moving forward, I guess.
Hey, that's life.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta stick shit in holes and hope you're doing the right thing. And that's how I got kicked out of Florida. There's still a cube missing. Well, what did this cube do? No, not that. The cube. Oh, it's locked in. Great. Wonderful. that one. This feels like where... Oh, there's a cube. Never mind. We're good. Do they normally flash?
I don't know.
I'll just attach it while it's on, I guess. And now we open?
There was a door.
Oh.
Wasn't there?
This is, I feel like this is where I came up.
Yeah, on the other side.
So there is. Oh, there's also an elevator. Why did I do this cube stuff?
To...
For fun?
Open the elevator.
Oh, the elevator's like powered now or some shit. I see.
Yeah.
Search for the slide projector. Oh. Get fucking peppered. Hello? What is that? Eh. I don't know what he died from, but I hope it was Ligma.
Ligma?
Yep.
What's Ligma?
I don't know what's up with you. Airplane wreckage. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Redacted AWE, see case file Redacted for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel, specifically access Redacted. For more information on Tunnel Redacted and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and Redacted, see file 4124521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Altered status, huh? Bye. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Therapy session 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddy. Note, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo. Note, no one by this name was found in public records. Bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation house. Weirderer and weirderer.
Indeed.
Beep beep.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first call.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial...
What is going on up there?
This is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, Caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they say. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, Caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just... my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Fort Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, scholar. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break.
The gaslighting committee out in full force absolutely everywhere. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See Object of Power 15 case file and Darling presentations redacted for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AW had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector and found the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews redacted and prime candidate program files redacted. Hello.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world.
Hoping there's a control point here in a sec.
Altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
And then they did. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. Most of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said that we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Dog Neil. So the shit that went down in Ordinary was crazy. Downright spooky even. Okay guys, listen, I gotta save, gotta read bedtime story to my friends. Hold on. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. I would be skipping all of these if they weren't so damned important. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the Temple Slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The Knot Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation Temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Knot Mother.
That is very fucking spooky.
Yeah. Some Coraline shit. And I say that with contempt. Hey, a control point!
Oh, finally.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He never visits us, Robert. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
Mm-hmm. What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Damn.
He's doing great. This
All the therapy's really working.
Yeah. And match. All right. So it's time. Well, first off, probably just a quick announcement. Rasmus and I are taking a brief break from this for a little while. Just because he'll be leaving the country next Wednesday, and then I will be leaving the country, and we won't be back for a while. Just for 3 weeks or so. So we'll be back in mid-August with this. But before we leave you guys, of course, we'll go ahead and get one new... with all of this new information, we'll leave this on a cliffhanger, and we'll start a new chapter of our bedtime story, and then we won't see you for 3 weeks. Yeah, because that's just how nice we are as people. With that in mind, we'll go ahead and we'll transition over to the bedtime portion of the show, in which you'll find a brand new bedtime story in the bad fan fiction section of the Discord that you can find in the description of the channel. If you want to join us in doing some readings from Harry Potter and the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, go ahead and join us over in the voice chat, and we'll meet you there post-haste. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hello, everyone.
Hi, I'm gonna have to go to bed right after this because I have work in the morning.
Disgusting. Why do you have work in the morning?
Well, I decided to take a bunch of shifts because I have no full-time job, and this is helping me. So I have a double shift actually tomorrow.
Ah.
So, it's at a library. I like the library, so it's a job I like.
That's good. That's the most important part. And congratulations on getting some shifts so you can have some money.
I got morning shifts like every day except for, I got a shift every day except for today. Today was my one day off. So
Congratulations.
I'm gonna get a nice paycheck.
Heck yeah. And a fond welcome to you as well, Mr. Seb.
Hello.
Alright, I'm pausing my game to find...
Much congratulations for being able to leave this country.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be back, for better or for worse.
No one saw my joke of leave the planet.
I saw it.
Indeed. But we couldn't do that because we're from around here. Like, we're normal humans, just like you guys.
Yeah.
That's the kayfabe, Ghost. You gotta stick with the kayfabe.
Skill issue.
So, this is the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Oh, hang on. Fanfiction.net just asked me if I'm human.
Indeed. And good on them for doing that. They're trying to prevent AI from scraping it.
Well, I'm not technically human, I guess. I am ectoplasm.
We still passed it.
Yeah.
Because we are normal humans.
Yeah, and super normal, actually. The part where it was like checking that you're human didn't even make me sweat a little bit of methane.
Imagine if an AI scraped my Immortal.
Oh, it probably already has. That's where Google gets their AI recommendations.
I mean, considering some of the really bad books that are coming out, it wouldn't be surprised. So.
Let's go. Did you manage to find it?
I did.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and jump right in here then. I don't know what's coming. I'd imagine it's probably going to be quite vanilla, but at the same time, any folks with religious trauma or something like that may want to watch out for reminders of those kinds of people because it is written by one of them. The username is Proud Housewife, if that tells you anything.
Cool. Are we bringing back the Italian accent, Rasmus?
I don't know yet.
We'll see what's up.
What are the regular roles? Like, what is Rasmus gonna be? What are you gonna be?
I mean, I'm gonna make with the nepotism and cast Rasmus as Harry.
Okay.
Other than that, I think we'll need a recurring Hagrid. I don't think Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon are in this one for very long. But I'm very unfamiliar with everything besides the first chapter.
Do you mean Hagrid?
No, this one's actually named Hagrid.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong in this one. It's Hagrid.
This one has proper grammar, like the weirdos they are.
Yeah, this is going to be a significantly easier time on everyone.
Well, depends on how much our religious trauma decides to kick in.
Fair enough. You'll holler if it gets too crazy. In the meantime, you can be Aunt Petunia, and Mr. Seb can be Uncle Vernon, and then whoever wants to can be Hagrid when he shows up.
Can I actually be Aunt Petunia?
Yeah, you can change it up too if you like.
Hell yeah.
All right, we've got an intro to this. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Do you want your little ones to read books, and they want to read the Harry Potter books, but you do not want them to turn into witches? Well, this is the story for you. This story has all the adventure of JKR's books, but will not lead your children astray. For concerned mommies everywhere. Blessings! Grace Ann.
The librarian in me just cringed.
Author's note.
Let your kids read stuff.
Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fanfiction thing, but recently I've encountered a problem that I believe this is the solution to. My little ones have been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them turning into witches. So I thought, why not just make some slight changes so these books are family friendly? And then I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies who are facing the same problem? So ta-da! Here it is. I am so excited to share this with all of you. So without further ado, once upon a time, there was a little boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Privet Drive with his aunt and uncle. He was a good, obedient boy who did all his chores, but he felt that there was something missing in his life, something big and special, but he could not quite name it. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something. But then one day, there was a knock at his door, and everything changed.
Answer the door, Harry!
His Aunt Petunia, a career woman, barked from her armchair where she sat with her feet up. She had short, curly blonde hair and never wore any makeup. Uncle Vernon nodded sheepishly from the kitchen and put a tray of moist, chocolatey brownies in the oven. Do you want to be Harry's internal monologue here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got 2 dogs that are going nuts right now.
Happens to the best of us.
Shouldn't you be doing that?
Harry thought. But he was a very obedient young boy, so he answered the door right away. Oh, by the way, this is probably also going to have a shitload of sexism in it. We don't mean any of that. He turned the brass metal doorknob and pulled open the heavy wooden door. On the porch was standing a huge muscular man with a big manly beard, and he was dressed in a plaid, red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots. His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of coarse brown hair. He wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t. Just looking at Harry feel happy, peaceful somehow. But he couldn't say why. Would you like to be Yeehaw Hagrid, Ghost?
Yes, I would.
Cool.
Good morning, kiddo.
The man greeted amiably and smiled at Harry. This person uses semicolons like crazy. This is wild to read.
Yeah.
He had the peaceful, friendly sort of face you just knew you could trust.
My name is Hagrid. Can I speak to your mommy and daddy?
I don't have a mommy or daddy.
Harry replied sadly, and looked at his raggedy old shoes that were blue. Perhaps that was why he felt so lonely, he thought, not for the first time. Maybe that's what he was missing, a mommy and a daddy. But no, that wasn't quite right.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Hagrid uttered empathetically.
You can speak with my auntie and uncle.
Harry retorted politely. You sound like a sexy plumber.
That's what I was going for.
Good.
So Waluigi.
Oh yeah, he's here to lay some pipe. Blinked his big blue childlike eyes. They were childlike because of the fact that he's a child.
They changed his eye color too.
To blue, yeah.
Next time, what next? He's blonde.
Well, I mean, this is Christian fan fiction. You think there's not also going to be undertones of other things?
Oh, clearly, yes.
White supremacy? You mean? What do you want?
Aunt Petunia peered through the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes. And she was wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit.
Well, howdy, neighbor. I was wondering if you have been saved.
Hagrid. It's stuck in my mouth. I can't not say Hagrid. Exclaimed brightly, and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat. Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh, and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots.
Saved? Don't tell me that you are one of those Christians.
Harry did not know what the word meant, but Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful smile he had ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside, just seeing the glowing, radiant grin on the kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that.
Why, yes I am.
Hagrid replied kindly.
Are you, milady?
Aunt Petunia laughed again, and stuck her pointy, sharp nose up in the air.
We are too smart for that. Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on Dawkins?
On the Dawkins.
Do they mean Darwin? I'm very confused.
No,
Richard Dawkins wrote The God Delusion, right?
Yeah, he did, unfortunately.
What is a Christian?
Harry queried innocently, and scuffed his shoe on the shaggy yellow carpet which had not been vacuumed in quite some time.
Christians are people who want to be good.
Hagrid explained wisely, and crouched down so he was on eye level with Harry.
We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you know what heaven is, Harry?
Harry shook his head, and his big eyes were wide and curious.
Heaven is a beautiful place where we can believe in God.
Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears, and her voice was sickly sweet when she said,
Thank you very much for your concern, sir. But he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays. Haven't you heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you on it if you would like to learn things.
Hagrid laughed wisely.
I like this version of Aunt Petunia. Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you?
Yes, I do.
Aunt Petunia screeched.
Well, then prove it.
Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly. Here she thought she was so educated, and always demanded that Christians prove what they believed in, but she couldn't even prove her own religion. It was then that Harry knew who the smart one here was.
Tell me how to get to this heaven place.
Harry cried wistfully, clapping his hands together. Harry grumbled gravelly. Sometimes the wisdom of little ones is really amazing. We think we grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of little ones and shows us how we are all mortals, struggling along the path of life. Humility.
All you have to do is to be saved. Do you want to be saved?
I do.
Harry squealed, jumping up and down, jiggling his massive pituitary gland.
Then pray the sinner's prayer.
Aunt Petunia tried to stop him, but she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy. Soon, Harry had said the prayer. Hagrid beamed happily.
You're a Christian now, Harry.
Hagrid cried proudly. Harry smiled, but then interrogated.
But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how.
Hagrid grinned widely. There is
only one place to learn that. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Author's note. So, what do y'all think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I'm being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Smile. Blessings, Grace Ann. And I think we have time for a second one. Doesn't look too long.
Yeah.
Author's note. Hello, friends. Stop flaming. I'm serious. I've been getting so many lovely, thankful messages from mommies everywhere, and I just want to say thank you for all your encouragement. However, I've also been getting several messages saying that my story is bad because Harry Potter is not just about witches. It is also about friendship and kindness and bravery. Friends, this is exactly what I've been saying. Harry Potter has many good things about it, but it still has witchcraft, so my children cannot read it. But that is why I'm writing this, so they can have all the adventure and good morals of the Harry Potter books without all that bad stuff that's bogging it down. I mean, Matthew 3:12, am I right? So without further ado, on to Chapter 2.
Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles?
Harry queried, and clasped his hands. Just at hearing that name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian. He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the same thing.
I want to go there.
Hagrid beamed widely. He had been praying so hard to save a soul today, and he was so happy to have saved the soul of such a sweet, earnest little one. The poor boy being raised by two parents who were not Christian, and who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long. It was a good thing Hagrid had gotten here in time. 5 years down the road, Harry might have been a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist.
Does this mean Hagrid's a Jehovah's Witness?
I think it's the fact that they pointed out birthdays as one of the things that non-Christians do does make this sound like a Jehovah's Witness thing.
Don't be silly, Harry.
But is it parody? Like, I still can't quite tell.
I have no idea. I've seen like someone do a video of this before. So I can't remember if it's satire towards the end or if it's still a big thing. So I guess we're just gonna go in blind and find out.
Yeah, I mean there's 16 chapters of this stuff, so let's just keep trucking. Aunt Petunia commanded and wrung her long, bony hands.
I'm back inside. I will read to you about evolution from the Dawkins. You do not need that silly religion.
Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought very hard. Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to parents as he had had, and this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? But he was saved now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer. He could not stay here, not anymore, not with what he knew now. Suddenly, he knew what he had to do.
No, Aunt Petunia.
He uttered calmly, with childlike wisdom.
Evolution is not real, and I am going to Hogwarts.
No, Harry.
Aunt Petunia screeched desperately.
I have an idea. You can have a second birthday today. You like birthdays, right?
Birthdays are not of God.
Harry verbalized knowingly, and looked at his aunt with an innocent wisdom.
You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34.
How does he know about that already?
You know,
I like that as soon as that he's saved, he suddenly knows everything about the Bible.
I feel like we should really have someone on standby to look up the Bible verses they reference.
I can do that right now. I can do that right now.
I was gonna say
Let's find out what Luke 23:34 is.
There's a Bible somewhere in my house.
here.
I just don't know where it's at.
Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots.
Oh. Well, that's... okay.
That's when Jesus is being, he's being crucified.
That was literally that's his dying words.
Yeah, but at the same time, it does make sense given the sentence, but I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:35. So,
I found King James Bible online. You can you can sort by book, chapter, and verse.
So, I feel like since last time we had you do all the ellipses, why don't we just leave the Bible readings to you when we get to them?
All right. Yeah, I'll have a separate tab open.
Excellent. And, you know, if your tongue starts itching because of all the holy words, we can stop.
No, if I say them with content, it'll be okay. I won't be harmed.
Word.
If we need to after this, if we need to counteract the Christianness, we can always just jump into a megaverse.
That'll undo it real quick. I want to come out and say also at this point that the thing that we're going to be mainly making fun of is the thing that is written here on the page. I know lots of very good Christians who are very nice people. It's not necessarily inherently a sin to be Christian. But
we're making fun of the radical ones.
Indeed. Well, we're making fun of dumb people, just like we always do. Hagrid was amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones. He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. Deny him the truth? Who could be so cruel? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave, just like that. Truly, Hagrid gained a new understanding of Matthew 19:14 that day.
But Jesus said, Suffer little children, and forbid them not, to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven.
Should that be Dudley?
I can be Dudley. He'll show up like
Okay.
twice.
Yeah, that works.
Do not leave, Harry! Dudley wailed childishly.
I must.
Harry said, and stepped over the threshold.
Goodbye, Dursleys. I hope you are saved too one day.
And with that, he and Hagrid began to walk down Private Drive.
How will we get to the school, Hagrid?
Harry queried curiously.
We will pray.
Hagrid retorted knowledgeably.
How do we do that?
Harry solicited inquisitively.
Watch.
Hagrid said, and they got down on his knees on the road. He motioned for Harry to get on his knees too. Hagrid raised his hands to the heavens and cried out in a deep, thunderous voice.
Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts. Yee doggy.
Harry felt himself being whisked away, and in a moment he was sitting in the cool, damp grass outside a humongous, beautiful castle. He looked in awe at the tall towers and the grey stones. What a beautiful place. A tall, thin man with a long, pointed beard and big, wire spectacles stood in front of Harry. He was wearing a brown tweed suit and a nice matching hat. His shoes were made of leather and polished until they shone. He had a smile much like Hagrid's smile. So peaceful, Harry just knew he could trust him. A lovely, kindly young woman with flowing blonde hair and a pleasant, heart-shaped face stood beside this holy man. Who wants to be
Can I be
Dumbledore?
Can I be Dumbledore?
Go for it.
Yeah, you can.
Can he be Italian?
Oh, this is gonna be tough. Okay.
I believe in you.
Hello there. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That's fine.
I'm bad with Italian accents. I was just gonna do old man again.
Hit it however you like.
Hello there, little one.
The man greeted amicably.
The comment. I am the Reverend Albus Dumbledore, and this is my wife, Minerva. Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Author's note. Blessings!
My dad,
I like-
girl boss.
I like that they made his wife seemingly significantly younger than him.
Significantly younger and also McGonagall. Like,
This bleeds into My Immortal a little bit with the way that she just started describing what Dumbledore was wearing.
yeah, there's a lot of that, but that's also like a basic fan fiction thing, isn't it? Like like with the queried inquisitively. Like, let's throw as many descriptive words as we can in there because that's good writing.
Yeah, it's very common in fan fiction, and you see a lot of books, especially now lately, especially like romance ones, and you can tell for that a lot of them are very descriptive of like what they're wearing, and like they try to add more pretty words into the sentences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So think what My Immortal did, except for badly. That's what a lot of fan fiction does. Now, there's really good fan fiction out there that writes just like a book, and there's a couple of them that I've read over and over again because of how well they're read. But
Indeed.
you can definitely tell who's websites. So.
Yeah, that's sort of a line I've been trying to tread with the things that we pick for this as well. like stick with stuff that's generally regarded at this point as meme status, because I'd hate to just go and like shit all over someone's art, you know?
Yeah.
And some people, they write fanfic as like absolute trolling. Like a lot of Omegaverse, like, of course that it's a lot of people, some people will take it a bit more seriously, but like a lot of it is mostly just, I'm deep into this cursed shit, you're joining me into this hell, that kind of thing.
Well,
also, I really wanted to make the joke that about, because I mentioned Omegaverse, Jesus is considered the Alpha and the Omega, so.
Have a good night, everyone.
I really like Ghost insight here. I don't know a lot about like the fan fiction community, but Ghost apparently knows way more than us.
Indeed. You should Google the Omegaverse sometime.
I know about it. I do not want to learn more.
That's fair.
Man,
just real quick before we sign off here,
I know way too much about fandom stuff.
Like we mentioned earlier, we won't be back for another 3 weeks or so. So I guess basically a month from today. You all will have to find other things to do on Wednesdays, and as will I next Wednesday, which will be a sad occasion. Maybe we'll do some Jackbox or something. We'll see. But thank you all so much for tuning in.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you for lending your voices to this inaugural episode of the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, and we'll see you all later.